A lot of people don't understand why I can talk about kink but not identify as a kink educator, so let me educate you. If we're not friends yet, my name is Trip. I share my experience with dominant submissive power exchange. If you'd like to talk about this topic or any other topic, you can schedule a call with me in the Beacons link in my bio. In that same link, I just started a Discord server, so feel free to join that. I don't identify as a kink educator because kink educator is a made-up title with made-up qualifications and made-up authority. It's not real. It has no meaning whatsoever. And there are a lot of people that carry that title that do excellent work. They're very well versed and wise, and they're very organized and do great service to the community. But we need to consider that educator is a borrowed terminology from an academic system that has a very flawed structure to begin with. And yet we're borrowing it in a completely decentralized, completely unorganized kink system. So there's never going to be an accreditation system. There's never going to be firm qualifications that parallel the academic education system. We skirt the lines of legality. No courts, no laws are going to want to protect us that will enable us to come out and centralize and unionize to the point where we can collectively identify that accreditation system and qualification standards. So we're all just kind of making it up. We're all just contributing. The best that we can do in this anarchistic laissez-faire style is be contributors to a collective narrative, and whatever is productive, whatever is progressive, will rise to the top and get spread more and more. At least that's the way information exchange is supposed to work. So I make my contribution by just being a person on TikTok with an account, sharing my experience. And I don't talk about all kink. I only share my experience with Power Exchange. They have some qualifications to discuss it. I'll give you an appropriate example. The only reason kink educators want me to identify as a kink educator is so that they can then invalidate that title, strip me of that title, and say, you are not qualified to identify as a kink educator. It has nothing to do with accuracy to them. It has everything to do with perceived power exchange, which with perceived power authority, their insecurity and their means of trying to assert their dominance over me by using their title of kink educator to disqualify me. A little ironic, but I can see it from a mile away. These are not people I would ever want to do a power exchange with because they're amateurs, and I would still take their class. I'm sure they still have valuable things to say on other subjects, but this is just not their arena. So someone that's just sharing their experience, I am abundantly aware that this is my ideology, that my theory is not complete, that I am flawed, that I will misspeak, I will misuse words. I am just someone talking into a cell phone alone. That's perfectly okay. I'm just making some contribution and I'm up for the same criticism as everyone else. But I invite discourse in regards to the concepts, the topics, and the theories. However, if someone were to make personal attacks on me, you're getting blocked. That's a boundary. Like, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the concept. It's not my job to manage that triggering for you. You need to manage your own exposure to content. Flip past, block me. I don't care. I have no interest in getting your approval. I have no interest in getting in your club or passing by your gate. Just move on. Be an adult about it.